Good evening. Welcome to the evening edition of From Day One, where we left off in court. Mikey wanted her to have jail time for missing the appearance on Wednesday. Let's find out as we head back. We were in Judge Middleton's court in Michigan. Judge Middleton, take it away.
After her jury trial, she didn't show up on Wednesday, and much to everybody's chagrin.
She needs jail. I don't know what happens, but this woman needs jail.
So fortunately, Lori and Judge Pattison and Deborah Davis were communicating, and they called the jurors off because Sarah had done such a poor job of staying in contact with everybody. Sarah, you're gonna go to jail for a while before all this is done. You don't get 5 free passes.
Yeah, let's start now.
I don't know what it's gonna be. The recommendation was no upfront jail.
Can I please have the probation center or something so I can keep my job?
I can't answer that. Excuse me. Use of methamphetamine judgment. When did you get out of Gilmore?
I turned myself in right when I got out.
Why didn't you show up for your jury trial last night?
Right, I didn't show up.
Well, why didn't you?
I called.
Called who?
The courthouse, and
Did you ever talk to your lawyer about the fact that, hey, I have a jury trial tomorrow?
I wasn't aware that it was a jury trial. I was told it wasn't a jury trial, that it wouldn't make it to jury trial. And I called and I spoke to 2 ladies here. I was trying. I should have just walked. I was already late by waiting on somebody. Thank you. I had every intention on coming to court. I had just talked to Lori the day before, and both times when I had to go to Florida when my son drowned, I had called her and let her know on the way that
I did hear about this.
yeah, my son drowned.
And when?
In the care of these people.
Where?
In Florida when they took him out of state without my permission.
When?
In July.
That's completely outside my realm of knowledge, and I'm sorry. So your son was in foster care, and
yeah, but I did great for 8 months, and I just I'm trying to do what I can do.
You know, looking at my notes, based upon what she told me when I first met her, I think she was in Gilmore Center for 2 weeks in mid to late August of 2023, if that helps.
I think she was there from 8/10 to 8/24.
I came in and I turned myself in that following Monday.
And that was on that was on 8/28. Well, you got other problems. 2 days credit, 2 days. You got a pattern of not paying your fines and costs. I'm not putting you on a probation in this case. There's no sense of it.
I haven't had a reliable job until this one.
But when I talked to you before, you were applying for a job at American Axle.
Yeah, I went through the whole process. I had everything. I don't know. They were going on strike last I knew.
Yeah, the timing wasn't great. I don't know how you were gonna get back and forth either,
Yeah,
but
I'm working at Viking and I love my job. And I told them this morning when I went in, I let them know everything. And they said I have a job when they come out.
all right, well, you can tell that to Judge Pattison. $125 or 2 additional days. I'm not gonna chase you for money anymore. I did payment plans. One problem with duster spray is it permanently damages your brain, makes you dumber, it lowers your IQ, and your cognitive capacity is diminished after extended use of it. You seem better today, but you've got lots of problems in your other cases. And I'm very sorry. I did not know your son had drowned. And I'm not sure anything about it. It has anything to do with this, but the deal was no upfront jail, presuming there'd be a probation, but I don't want a probation. And I don't want you to withdraw your plea in this matter. I'm gonna order 2 days credit, 2 days, $125 fine, or 2 other days, which will get swallowed up by what else you're gonna do. But you've got 3 cases of that pending, possibly more. So they're waiting for you next door. Lori, thank you. Good luck, Sarah.
Judge Pattison is aware she's here.
Yes, he and I talked this morning about 9:30.
Well, that was just awful.
You guys bring her around.
Debbie, I'm waiting for Taylor Combs. And she's gonna be in the court next door. Well, she had 1 case here and she has 3 more cases next door.
Okay. Did she get a bond?
No, well, she got only 2 days jail and $125 or 2 more days, but she has 3 more cases pending. She's probably not gonna get a bond, but she'll be in there in just a few minutes. All right, thank you. John, I appreciate you walked in the door and they said, wait a minute, you got a case. Her bigger problems are next door.
I haven't dealt with a huffing person in a long time, and we used to see that.
Our old friend, Mr. Owen.
Sorry about
That's
that.
actually what I was gonna.
I didn't know.
Good morning.
That was a downer.
Just have.
I'm very sorry about your aunt. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I got an email yesterday and all my classmates were in shock. I had just been in contact with Dennis last week, didn't say anything about it, so very sorry. I've known her since kindergarten. Vivian is here on alias Alvarez, who's not here. John Bush has Shy Winters and Rebecca Cross. I'm not clear whether Rhonda got notice on Alexis Sullivan or not. What?
I have answers for you on that.
Okay, what is that?
She's not gonna be here. She's on vacation for her birthday this week, so she may have gotten notice. She's not here.
All right. Good morning, Vivian. Your defendant isn't here yet.
Okay.
Taylor Combs and Luke were set for at 10:30. Is your sister out there? Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning, Aaron.
Well, Miss Sullivan isn't going anywhere, so we'll leave her where she is. Is Mr. Winters here?
Have not seen him in the courtroom, huh?
Oh, thank you, Maria. Well, this doesn't seem to be happening.
You have a lot to do and it's hard to align all the stars. Be deported.
Y es muy probable que usted sería deportado.
Would you take this form downstairs to the probation department?
Yes, I have two questions.
Yes?
¿Cuáles son?
La primera, tengo que pagar 1,472 y ¿cuánto tiempo tengo que pagar eso? ¿Y dónde lo voy a pagar?
I'm sorry, the interpreter couldn't hear. ¿Puede hablar en voz alta? No la escuché.
La multa que voy a pagar, los $1,472, ¿en cuánto tiempo debo de pagarlo y en dónde lo voy a pagar?
So for the $1,472, how much time do I have to pay that? And where do I pay that?
1 year.
Tiene un año para pagarlo por su totalidad.
That's a very good question because I forgot to say that.
Es una muy buena pregunta porque se me olvidó decirlo.
Y la segunda, me dijo 8 días de cárcel, si los fines de semana tengo que venir yo a eso, o van a ir por mí o cómo.
So with the 8 days of jail that's ordered, do I need to show up or is somebody going to come by and pick me up? How does that work?
The probation department will explain that to you.
El Departamento de Libertad Condicional le va a explicar en detalle eso.
You're gonna need to get a ride to the jail every Friday night.
Usted va a necesitar que alguien le traiga a la cárcel los viernes en la noche
And someone pick you up every Sunday night
y alguien para recogerle cada domingo por la noche
for 4 weeks.
por un plazo de 4 semanas.
All right, you go with Mr. Huff and he'll explain some of that with Priscilla's help.
Ya puede acompañar al señor Huff y Priscilla le va a ayudar a explicarlo.
Free to go.
Ya se puede retirar. Anything else for the interpreter, Your Honor?
No, thank you, Vivian.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
As I indicated, that took 3 times as long as it would have. We have more to do, except one of our defendants isn't here. But let's go with Rebecca Crows, who is here. That's correct. All right, very good.
Yeah, points of interest.
Yes,
There's a letter that the defendant would like you to read and also have an update from services.
very good.
We need something, don't we? We kicked it off with the horribly
This
sad
is
case,
File number 231723 SD.
then moved to an interpreter.
People versus Rebecca Renee Cross. Ms. Cross is here with her lawyer, Mr. John Bush, for sentencing on a charge of operating while impaired, first offense. Also present is Daniel Frazine from the probation department and Autumn Kiefer, who is our chief sobriety court probation officer, is also present. As I said at the time of your sentencing, I've had my eyes on this since the day after you got arrested on Labor Day. And let me take a minute and read your letter.
Dear Judge, don't send me to jail. Love, defendant. Okay, that's not probably what it says. Oh. Did she? That's really cool.
I am also looking forward to you becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you. John, what would you like me to know?
I suggest the facts of this case overwhelmingly merit intense supervision, a change of her lifestyle. I do believe that sobriety court would be the best option we have in St. Joseph County for her to make the changes that she wants to make. Thank you.
Rebecca, what would you like me to know?
Just that I'm extremely remorseful for my actions and that I'd like the opportunity to rehabilitate myself. And, I apologize to you and the arresting officer. And I really do feel like sobriety court would help me, to receive the proper treatment and tools that I need to become sober. Because like I said, I want to be a better version of myself, better wife, mother, friend, and obviously drinking takes away from that. So
Well done, Mr. Bush.
I think in some ways this is probably like a blessing in disguise, and so
He got his client under control. This is the way it's done.
Every week, somebody famous gets arrested for drunk driving. The movie actress Anne Hesh crashed into a house and burned to death in a drinking driving accident. Some lady from one of the reality shows crashed her car into somebody's house earlier this month while intoxicated.
The house changed lanes,
And
though.
I always wonder what's going on. Not shame on them. What kind of pain were they in that caused them to do that? You probably remember this. You were at a wedding that I did for your friend the night the power went out at the wedding reception. And they brought generators in to do it. You and your friend were there and you looked like two movie stars. I won't mention her name. This was a long time ago. We were both younger then. And you had all the potential in the world. You and your friend were dressed for a wedding. And were glamorous and ready to take on the world. And alcohol is in there. You've already done some hard work. We read the screening, your psychological report. And it answered some of the questions about what is going on underneath. A lot is going on underneath. And you need the structure and support that we've got from the sobriety court program. It's the best I got. And I'm pleased that you're willing to do it. Now, I thought your sister was going to be here today also.
yeah.
And I don't know what is going on, but she needs the same program you do.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy we just talked to needed it. And I can't do it in Spanish. And the first girl, Miss Jones, she is got all kinds of problems and has 3 drunk driving charges pending, drug to driving, 3, all from the same month. I don't think she's going to make it into our program. She's got other problems. But you are somebody that I think could be successful in your life around. There was a assault case in there, which was also alcohol related. And that was dismissed. I'm very pleased that your husband is here. Because you're going to need family support. And you said it, it's better for your family, better for your daughter, better for your life. So we're going to try it. And I don't have any reason to believe that you couldn't be successful at it. I will say again, you were very forthcoming in your psychological evaluation, and it kind of took us aback. Like, whoa, we really need to try to pull this girl into the boat. Daniel, you drew this one, but as you know, she's headed in our direction. Anything else you wish to add?
Just one thing that I was really impressed, not only was she very forthcoming, but even when we weren't certain due to the refusal, how it would affect her status of getting a license within the possible 45 days while things work out. She said, I really don't care. I just would like the structure of sobriety court, which I think speaks volumes. Obviously, she has a lot of physical, mental, and other reasons for wanting to do this. They're all very motivating for her. And I just think this is really going to be a program that's going to help her make a much better future and hopefully save her life in the long run. I think she'll do well.
I hope so. One of our guys in sobriety court has several prior drunk drivings, and he was doing really well till he wasn't. He got arrested for fleeing and looting from Indiana across the state line. And he's in jail now on a $50,000 bond. He's gonna lose his job, his house. Alcohol can take it all away, but you've impacted your physical health. It could take away your life. So this is literally a matter of life and death, and you're wise enough to know that. But it isn't easy. It isn't like, well, I got this under control. It's really hard work. But I can introduce you to one bunch of people who are turning their lives around. And we were afraid because that we weren't going to get you because there would be no benefit license wise. There probably will be eventually to help you get your license back. One of the logistical things is you got a lot of places to be.
Yeah, I have a lot of concern with that too, because I don't have anybody that can help me with.
Well, we're going to do the best we can. The hardest thing is the testing. You can't test remotely. I can meet with you by Zoom. You can go to our treatment group by Zoom, but you have to be physically present to test. Now you live in Three Rivers and the testing is in Three Rivers, so that's a benefit, but that's gonna be, and it is for everybody, because when you get 2 drunk drivings, you lose your driver's license. So everybody has the same issue for at least a couple of months. Some people, we get their license back with an interlock. So that's an impediment that we're going to try to deal with.
We're already ahead of the game. She's gonna qualify. Sobriety court trumps the invite consent.
Autumn did tell me that, and it was a pleasant surprise that we're going to be able to. The irony of this is the only way you'd get your license back is to get this charge and get in this program. But we can get you a license with an interlock device. But it's going to be 45 to 60 days before we can do that.
Yeah.
All right. All right, I'm gonna follow it as it's written. The maximum here is 93 days. I'm ordering 22 days credit 2, leaving 20 days to serve. Of those 22 days, 20 are deferred. So you're not gonna do any more jail time, which is one of the benefits of sobriety court. You're also gonna have the potential to get your license back. I'm gonna make the fine 0. There's a $75 crime victims' rights fee, $50 state minimum fee. We'll cut the screening fee in half to $50. There's a $150 attorney fee. There's $960 probation oversight fee, which could be cut in half. There's a police reimbursement of $200.
Yeah. If anyone knows of a call where they're misbehaving, let me know.
It meets tomorrow at 2:30. Live. After that, you can appear remotely. But we'll meet tomorrow. And I'll introduce you to the other people in the program. I want you also to do the victim impact panel. Let's add that up. 75, whoops, 75, 50. 150, 960, 232. It's 1517. There's no bond here. You're killing the pain. And we're going to try to get at what is causing the pain. And it can get so much better. You feel better, you sleep better, your skin gets better, you look younger. I see it almost every day that when people get clean, they just start to look and feel better. You'll sleep better. No drugs and no alcohol, including marijuana. You're on some prescription medications, which you can take as prescribed. Some of those are absolutely, you're not supposed to combine those with alcohol, but, and you're going to test as directed.
All right.
Mr. Bush has been around for a long time. He's had a lot of people go through the sobriety court program successfully. And I guess he can see one when he sees one, know one when he sees one. And I think he's all in favor of this. You're doing your counseling at Covered Bridge. You're, for the first time, really taking a deep dive into recovery, but it ain't easy. But we're going to be here to try to help you and stay on top of it.
I've also went through Pivotal as well.
I saw that report, which was, like I said, very eye-opening. There's people that are actually going to care about what happens. I got 17,000 cases and 12 people in sobriety court presently. A couple more on the way. All right. You go downstairs and I'll be meeting with you in just a bit. I don't know what happened with Taylor's case. She's not here and Luke's not here, so there must be some sort of mix up on the notice, but it was scheduled for today.
Not saying
Yes.
he's on vacation. He should be back tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow he's coming back.
Well, this was scheduled by Judge Pattison for me because it's a sobriety court case. Again, I'm sorry about your loss. I'm still sort of shell shocked. Did they know anything about arrangements or anything yet?
I think Thursday. is what I heard.